Hi.
I was conned into...
Oh god, did you knock the water over?
No. No, it's okay.
I was just about to say be careful too, and then you're like, wrapped
You
in
just rub it into the carpet. It's not...
Did you really?
No, you just flopped out of it. But if you just rub it in, you don't notice it's there.
Is that what you do with chocolate and is that what that other thing is? It's like that weird stain.
No,
on there.
I don't know
What's
what that
color?
is.
Well, this was your room. You just rub it in.
No, I think it was
Rub
already
it
there. You just
Rub it in. Okay, now the fan. Fan lights.
This is why I said we shouldn't have a Thanksgiving episode, but no, we had to have a Thanksgiving episode. She conned me into a Thanksgiving episode, so here we are.
Does she look con?
Happy Thanksgiving.
She just spilled water all over the floor and then rubbed it in. It's okay, just rub it in.
It's carpet
Smash
cleaning.
it in. It's just a chocolate shake.
Evens it out more.
And I cut my hand so it's a little bit of blood.
Even coverage.
This is why you can't have nice things.
Whatever.
Today is November 26th.
Oh,
It's
that
a
was-
Tuesday.
That was a 100% guess on my end, just so you know. I had no clue what day it was. I just threw out a number.
Good job.
I was right.
It's Tuesday, November 26th. Normally we don't see each other on Tuesdays.
Yeah, but this Tuesday all my classes were canceled.
Woo!
Party.
So
It wasn't a
filming.
party. I worked all day. But I got pizza.
You know how we were talking about how like maybe congratulations on pizza, although you had to buy it so it doesn't count.
Yeah.
But you know how we were talking about how like posting videos on the weekends is tough because everybody puts them up on a weekend.
Yes.
And since we're so little, we'd have like no chance of being seen. We just basically ran over like a
Absolutely steamrolled. Yes.
like roadkill. We are roadkill.
That will be the title.
We are roadkill. And so we were saying, well, you know, when she's out of school, we had this discussion at the cabin this weekend. When she's out of school, she can like do it earlier, and then she's like, I don't have school next week, really. So we could do it. We could post it Thursday. It's like, yeah, Thursday's a good day because by Thursday I've like kind of run out of things to watch. Thursday's freaking Thanksgiving.
Yeah, I had that thought. But I think if I leave kind of right after this, I can get it done by tonight. So then it'd be up tomorrow morning.
There you go. It's still a week where I don't think people are watching FlossTube as much, but whatever.
Yeah.
Whatever. We
Yeah.
won't base our entire lives off of
Yeah.
what happens with that.
Right. And before you get to the stitching stuff,
We have stitching stuff? This is a channel about stitching.
there we go. Nailed it. Ow! I was so excited to tell Mom this today because I heard it on the radio, but then she's like, wait, before you tell me anything, Kim Hollenbach sent us a message for you, like so you can see it.
FlossTube, Kim, Split and Stitcher on Instagram. She's one of the admin people for the Full Coverage Fanatics. If you don't watch it, you should. She just got to 1,000 subscribers.
Woo!
Yeah, I watched it today. Woo, woo.
I'll have her link below
Congratulations.
so you can click a doodle. But she sent me a link, and it's to an article that I actually just heard about this morning, okay?
This is her in your face, I told you so.
Feral hogs are a problem. I kid you not, it was just in the news. Now, it's a sad story, so like I don't want to get like too excited about this. Feral hogs actually killed a woman in Texas. But everyone on the radio was saying like, I've never heard of anything like this. What are feral hogs? They're dangerous. Like, what is this?
So you all were a step ahead of the rest of the nation.
Everyone
You
who
knew about
commented and
hogs.
knew about hogs, awesome. Everyone who listened to my random spiel about feral hogs, you knew about this before it happened, and now you were not like, oh, that's weird, what's that? You're like, oh, I know about feral hogs. They're a problem. That's like my pet project now, is educating people on feral hogs.
Well, I was just going to ask you what's your next project going to be. Like, are you going to have to scan the podcast universe to try to find us our next topic?
Yes, all the time. I am constantly looking for the newest.
So we're going to have a segment. What's the newest podcast?
It's like random, yeah, it's like random facts, random. Yeah. I mean, the only other thing that I can think of that was like somewhat recent on a podcast that was really cool was the podcast I showed you, which I guess this was probably a year ago, maybe.
Oh, that Adnan.
No, that one was good too. That's a murder thing.
No, yeah, not
into
cereal is like yum, Frosted Flakes.
Like serial killer. Although this guy was never a
No,
I don't know why
he
was like the first cereal.
Cereal.
It was called cereal. Yeah, I don't know. No, I was talking about, because the podcast I learned about the feral hogs on, too, is called Reply All.
Oh, I like that one.
Yeah.
I like that one.
Yeah. The telemarketer one.
Yeah, that was
So it's like a two-parter. I highly recommend it. I don't know what it's called, but I'm pretty sure it has telemarketer in the name. It's a two-parter. They came out with it a year or two ago. Reply All by Gimlet. It was a wonderful, investigative, but funny little piece.
I was glued to it.
It was so fun because they kept getting calls from telemarketers, so they carried on full conversations and then actually ended up traveling to India to find this telemarketing company and like figure out what they're trying to do. Like, what are you doing? And it was extraordinarily entertaining. I can't put it into words how entertaining it actually is because I feel like you're not entertained by my words, but maybe I'm just
yourself in the face.
Safety glasses. I'll try to link it too, maybe. To Reply All. I just really like that podcast. It's a really good podcast, but they really only post stuff once every 2 or 3 weeks. So it's
I think weren't they also the ones that had the weird noise thing, like the phone. They kept getting phone calls with like the weird noises.
Yes. Yeah, weird sound clips in there.
Yeah. That one actually kind of scared me a little bit. Because that was freaky. Some of the noises that you heard in the phone.
It was creepy.
I probably would have had to sell the house if I was getting calls like that. At least unplug the phone.
I just listened to another one from them too. It had to do with sounds. A guy had called in because he was using like his Amazon Dot or whatever. And it's okay, different. And he asked it to do nighttime sounds, and he really likes AC sounds because that's what he grew up with. Was like
air conditioning?
Yeah, like an air conditioning unit in the window. He grew up with that sound. So when he moved into a city, he wanted that sound as his nighttime sound, whatever. So he asked it to play an AC sound, and it did. It played an AC sound, and he's great, and he's falling off to sleep. And then there's footsteps.
Oh.
And then there's keys. It sounds like someone's opening the door, and he's in a basement kind of thing. So he hears the person come down the steps and into the room, and he says he just flips out. And there's this woman's voice, and it sounds like she says hello or something. And then she walks away, like, back the other direction. He's like, what is this? And it wasn't until, like, the next day that he realized it was the recording. But then they go on this whole exploration to figure out why Amazon has that as a sleeping sound and where it came from and what was happening in the audio. Like, they just look up random stuff like this, and it's really interesting. That was a long tangent rabbit
This
hole.
is a stitching channel.
So she says.
It's supposed to be a blizzard at the cabin. Possibly 3 feet of snow.
And they say that we're supposed to get snow down to 2,000 feet.
Yeah. Yeah, so we could have it on the...
Yeah, it's supposed to be really windy and really rainy tomorrow morning. Tomorrow morning during rush hour, they said it's supposed to pour down. Yeah. So we'll see.
So we're supposed to go to the cabin. We just don't know what day. And I'm waiting for my sister. Hello, sister. What day are you coming? She and my mom and my sister and her husband and my mom. I started to say she and my mom and her husband, and then that would have been really unclear whose husband. They're coming for Thanksgiving. So I don't know if they're coming tomorrow, Thursday. Assume they're not coming Friday because they would have missed it. They have leftovers.
Yeah.
So at some point we're going to the cabin. I just don't know when.
And this last weekend we went to the cabin and we stitched at the cabin, and we have pictures of us stitching from the cabin.
Oh.
And we have...
Did you fall asleep?
No, that was pretty much it for the stitching.
Reboot.
I have a time lapse of us all playing Uno, though I was kind of laying on the ottoman that we were using. She didn't mention it until like the end of the game.
I pointed it out.
The end of the game. So
I don't think you were on it that long when I pointed it out. Did you watch it?
No, not yet. Oh. Time lapse of maybe just the back of my head.
You got Kevmo?
And then a video of Kevmo going into the snow for the first time.
Kevmo is Kevin. I just call him Kevmo, like Bevmo.
Which is
Kevin
the hyacinth.
is the hyacinth, the big blue one.
Yep. Well, you'll see in the video.
Yeah.
Banshee Man with the snow. Look.
I didn't realize that's what he was doing.
I want to see what does he do with the snow.
He banshees it.
I want to see.
Want to try the snow?
If you're new and you don't know we have birds, I can't say that word. Come on. I'm winging. This weekend we're taking all the chickens.
Because Steve's going to.
I mean, not really chickens, because, you know.
Yeah. All the Berbers.
Yeah, everybody's going. Alyssa, Jacob, Steve.
Yep.
Daco. Everybody.
Everybody.
Everybody's going.
Assuming we can get up there through all the snow.
Yeah. Because we only have, between all of us, we have like one vehicle that can make it in the snow.
I would say 1.5.
Because our
Jeep
Jeep's
is
already up there.
four-wheel drive, so our Jeep could probably.
Others could too, but it's already there.
And we found chains. I found chains in the
good.
closet while looking for Jacob's snow clothes. So.
And then you found a snake in the closet.
No, it hasn't happened again.
Can I show them my stitching? Because I'm sort of excited about keto.
I was gonna say let's go. I noticed you were doing something.
Yeah, I wasn't going to show you, but I was at the
Weird.
bank and she set up because it took forever at the bank. I was over an hour.
To be fair, I didn't notice until we sat down.
Oh, okay.
But I did notice it was weird.
I just want to show you keto because well, I mean, I'll show you other stuff, but I want to show you keto because there's some excitement with this. I know you're like, it's black, who cares? But you're right, it's black. But you see all this all the way over here? You see that? You
That's
see
the
that?
end?
You see that? That's the end.
Woo!
That is the end.
I like how you just stretched out.
I finished the
Let's
page
just do it.
and I went down a little bit and I left all my little hangy ends. But I finished down here, that's the end of page 7. And I started up here and I thought, I wonder what would happen if it was just all black and I kept going. And I looked and it was all black and I was like, okay, I'm going to do it. That took an entire thing of floss. Like,
Oh, yeah.
I had started a new one when I started at the top and I ran out right there.
Yeah, it kind of makes you realize it doesn't go that far.
No. So
Get your eyes behind it.
So you have to remember that, well, not, you don't have to remember or know anything. I will tell you because that's how good I am. I'm a good human. We filmed on Thursday last week and this is Tuesday. And I don't stitch on this on the weekends because I'm not here. So this really was Friday morning. I took Excedrin because I had a migraine coming on yesterday and I took it at like 5.
Oh,
I didn't go to sleep till 1 this morning.
Yeah.
So I came in and stitched from midnight till 1
Wow.
last night.
That's so dark.
And then I stitched a little bit this morning. So that's it. This was Friday, Monday, Tuesday.
You can just frame it now.
Yeah, done. Timestamp. But I have a problem.
Oh, no.
Not with this. This is, nothing's wrong that I know of. Like, I'm not going to get out of fabric. We're good.
Yeah.
Amy Stewart's starts with an O.
I don't know what it's called. I know what it looks like.
It's a fairy tale bookshelf, but I'm thinking Old Faithful bookshelf. That is not it. Once upon a time, fairy tale bookshelf came out yesterday. I want that. I really, 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 really want that.
But
help me, people. The regular one, the regular size, is 60 something pages, which is like, oh, I could do that. Not many people would be like, yeah, 68 pages. I can do that. I'm a little crazy. I figured I could eventually do that.
yeah.
But I was looking at the mock-ups, and the supersize max color looks so much better to me, and it's 100 and... Doesn't even matter. It's 100 and...
But is it like late hundreds or
No,
early
it's like
hundreds?
117?
Okay.
Don't quote me on that.
Okay.
But I think it's around 117 pages. This is 81. I mean, the website says it's 89, and it's really 81 because of all that other junk. So if it's saying 117, it's probably really 110-ish. So what do I do? Because I want it, but, I mean, this is a 25 year project. And I thought, well, I could do it after I finish Ugly Birds, which is 12 pages. And it's been like a year, and I've only done 1.5 pages, so... But if I did that, then I couldn't do the Gone Fishing.
Yeah, I forgot you had that one too.
And the one my sister gave me, that Childhood Sweethearts.
Yeah.
So it's like, do I sacrifice so that I could do the bookshelf? I think I would regret not doing the bookshelf. Do I just do the regular and hope it comes out okay? Do I do the supersize max and just throw it in the rotation and figure when I retire I can finish it?
How's your eyesight? You think it's gonna stay pretty okay?
Who are you? I can't see.
I will bite.
I tried to bite you last week. I just didn't know you were going to zoom in and
I
show
didn't even see
everybody.
you do it, so that was...
So,
feedback.
opinions, please. And Kim, I am curious, are you going to do it? Because I was watching you today, and you have that museum bookshelf, and you have that Hogwarts thing you're about to finish, which I swear is finished. Every time you show it, I'm like, yay, she finished it. And then she's like, I still have more to do. Every stinking time you show that thing, I think it's done. And then she also has the Randall Spangler, like Trick or Treat.
Yeah.
So she's got some big stuff.
Right.
Are you gonna do it? Are you doing it? I've been watching people
Yeah.
on Facebook that are like, I bought it, I'm gonna do it, we're gonna start this group. I think Semi-Sane Stitchers, maybe? I think it's Semi-Sane Stitchers. They're gonna be doing an actual start January 1st, like a group.
That'd be fun.
I know, I don't want to be left out. And then, okay, suppose I say yes, I'm gonna do it. I thought it would be nice to try 20 count 2/1 because I do 25 count 2/1 and it's a little bulky, but I mean I like it, but I thought, well, maybe I should try 20
And
count.
plus, if this is gonna be like a 50-year project, like maybe plan ahead.
Here's
for-
the problem with 20 count.
It's super huge.
It is 999 stitches by 714 stitches. I know this because I couldn't sleep last night, so I was using the calculator and I was looking online. So to get 20 counts Ada, actually, which I was surprised by. So if I did 20 count Ada, it's actually so big, you have to almost get a custom piece from Heaven and Earth. But if I did the 25 count, I could just buy a piece from 123 Stitch. It's like $50-something for that fabric, and if you get it from Heaven and Earth, because it's the custom and the bigger, it's like $100 and something.
I have a question for you. What do you take more joy in? Stitching it and having that progress, or in having it on a wall?
I've never had one on the wall.
Which one do you think you would have more joy in?
I think the stitching, because although I really want finished, I mean, I have a finished downstairs. It's just, it's not framed well. Michael's sucks. Sorry, Michael's.
I think you should do it then. Doesn't matter if you finish it. If you take enjoyment from doing it and getting a lot of it done, you get to look at it every day.
You're enabling me.
Mm-hmm.
But I can't buy it because it's Christmas time and it's not on sale. It's not like I'm going to start it now. So I thought, well, I'll wait, but I want to get the fabric. Because, you know, fabric prices are just going to go up, so you may as well get it now.
Yeah.
Plus, if I do the max color, it's 238 colors.
Now that's crazy. I don't know about the max color thing. That just seems like a lot of confetti and it scares me, but...
It's supposed to make the...
Did you say you want super size max
super size
color?
max color? That's what makes it the 100 and something pages. It almost doubles it.
Yeah.
But, like, the regular, I think you're going to lose a lot of the detail.
Yeah, because it's super detailed.
And she refuses to do a mini on it, which tells me something. And then the super size, I mean, if you can do super size, you may as well go max color, right? Because the size is supposed to give it more detail, and then the max colors are supposed to give it more dimension in colors. And when I looked at the floss charts for both, the max color one has so many beautiful colors. And then the other one's like, 90 isn't that much, or whatever it is. But the 238, so maybe she'll do a super size color expansion where it's like 125 colors, because I think Kim's is one of Kim, isn't one of yours a color expansion? Maybe the museum shelf? Maybe? Am I lying to everybody? Kim? Kim's gonna stop watching. She's gonna be like, you people are weird. Okay.
Yeah.
I pulled this out last night.
Hey, you said you weren't going to bring your shadow lane up here.
Yeah, I changed my mind.
I see that.
I brought Deep Lagoon up. I worked on it last night. Last night is the only night I've worked on it. But look, I did stuff. That's what I was worried about, was this part not fitting.
Yeah.
And I made it fit.
Nice!
So that I went ahead and started up there. But then everyone's like, dinner's ready, you have to stop. What? What's wrong? What's wrong?
Nothing.
What's wrong?
I was just looking at how this purple line stops at this peak right here, but this one you have a line of purple before the blue.
Oh, did
but
I
I guess
miss?
that's what you have to do. Now see, just see
Yeah,
how
that's right.
Just see how this purple, there's this bluey purple,
yeah.
purple, and then blue. This one's bluey purple, right on the blue.
Yeah.
But I think that's what you have to do.
Why would you look at that?
I think you have to do it.
Why would you look at that?
Give it to me and I'll
Now everyone's gonna look at that.
Let me do a video. Hang on real quick. So everyone can
Oh,
look
so you
at
can
it.
point it out. Thanks.
See here, the purple touches the blue in this corner. Over here, the bluey purpley here touches the shiny purple and then touches the blue. But I think you had to do that in order to make this line up right.
Because there needed to be one more of that, but if I did one more of that, then it did something weird over here. I don't know. I
Sure.
don't know. But I made it work.
trust you.
I made it work. But this is the top.
That's cool.
That's the top. Like, that's literally
I like the
top.
different colors. Is that just a
That's the
variegated?
top. Yeah, that's... I think that's aubergine.
You're an aubergine.
Aubergine. See, that's the top. It's the top.
It looks like the top.
It's the top.
Wow.
It's the top.
Wow.
It's the top. But let me show you what the things do that you don't want them to do, which was why I changed needles.
I see
Which
that.
is still kind of.
It's like when you
Whoa.
kink a ribbon, when you do that zoop thing and the ribbon
it's
zoop zoops.
to closey uppy it. Instead of being like this, which is kind of what it's supposed to look like,
Mm-hmm.
and it's all skinny because you think, well, just do that
Yeah.
and stitch, and I did, but you have to go it 3 or 4 times in each one. So, yeah.
Unfortunate.
Yeah, so I'm using shorter lengths
Excuse
now, and it seems to be helping some.
Because maybe it just can't. What's the matter? It's not really moving. Well, I guess, yeah.
I don't know. But
Huh.
that's what I'm doing. But like, I'm gonna be done with this before you know it.
Gosh.
It's pretty. It's still moist. Why are you touching the carpet?
I don't know. Wait. Can it be my turn?
Oh yeah, you don't usually want to go.
Yeah,
Your
well,
turn.
I figured this is exactly half, right?
Yes, it's exactly half.
I did math. I can count.
Ooh, I can't.
Ready?
Yeah.
Ow! I think you moved this chair backwards because I've never hit my elbow so many times.
I've noticed every time you lean back, the chair moves.
Okay, we need to move it because I keep hitting my elbow and it really hurts. I didn't really mean right now, but we both just picked it up. Hang on. Oh, are you okay? Yeah, we good. That was mighty frightening. Okay.
3, 2, 1. Hi. Oh, you did more zoom.
Yeah, but look, I'm coming back.
I'm
I'm reining it in a little.
What do you think the end of yours is? Like, is it here or is it like there? Is there really that much fabric back to show by the face? There's not that much
There's
fabric.
not-
back
well, it's
there.
rolled a few times. No, this
What
is
page
like.
are you on?
Of course, I didn't bring it up. I don't know. I didn't bring it in my bag at all. This is like halfway.
Okay.
It's a little more than halfway right here.
Next week, the assignment is to know how many pages that is.
I would guess this is page 5. Starting
Hi.
here. But honestly, that is a guess. That could be page 4.
This weekend, we're gonna maybe try to film stitching at the cabin. Film an episode at the cabin.
At the cabin. But all the birds will be there, so if it
Yes.
doesn't work, it doesn't work.
So I thought if it's, they're usually pretty quiet there, but if they're not, then we can always try to go outside.
Oh,
But
I
if
thought you
it's-
were going to say smoke them, like bees.
Well, we could do it at Tim's cabin, but that's not our cabin.
Oh, yeah. That's fine. We could make that work.
Sorry, let's talk about you.
My finger got in the way and I got scared. Like, look at that. It's like a bee. Bzzz.
This is a fuzzy chicken.
Oh, God. It was in the picture again.
What was in the picture?
My finger. How does this keep happening? I know how to use technology.
Clearly you don't.
Clearly I
don't make
do.
this all upside down again.
They always go upside down.
I'm scared because Kyle's stitching and sound. His needle minder made a mark on his.
I saw that you
Dragonfly.
said that in the email and I didn't.
Yeah, I don't know. I asked him in the email which one caused it, but
Yeah.
I mean, I was at the bank for the last hour or so. If he answered, I didn't see it.
yet. Do you ever pet your projects?
All the time.
And just be like, wow, I put in all of those and it feels different than this.
Why do you put in each individual one? Why don't you just do big flunks?
You know, I'm starting to question it. Dad might be onto something. It just looks so pretty.
It scares me to leave my stitching alone near him.
Yeah. Really want to take it off my Q-snap again just to look at it.
I noticed
Just
I
looks
have like a
pretty.
nervous tick when I watch these. I scratch things. I'm not itchy. I don't have insects.
It was really funny actually. I had an itch right here when I was editing the last video, and I did this right as video me did this, and we did the scratch at the same time. I was like, this is weird.
I don't even know what I
Very
look like. I
odd.
literally came in from the bank and sat down. That was it?
Yeah, I mean, it's a lot of blue. It's a lot of blue black.
What's
I did
your
a bunch of
plan
it
with it?
to finish that column.
Well, how far is your column gonna go?
I was
Like your column?
Yeah.
Or your column?
No, I mean, I'm reining it back in, so it'll be closer to there, and then I'll restart up here again. And I wanted to finish this before we filmed today, but, I mean, I did a lot from last time, so I'm not upset.
Were you working on this while I was at the bank?
No.
You should have been.
I should have been.
You should have been.
I had not thought about it.
You
You were
should've
right.
been. I don't
should have
understand
while
why
you
you
were gone.
don't have a desk sewing, stitching project. Why don't you have a desk
Most
project?
of the work that I do isn't, I have to have my hands.
Yeah, but every few minutes, okay, not every few minutes, but you know, every
Yeah.
once in a while, you could stitch a few stitches. If you just left something like one of the mill hills,
Yeah,
I don't know why you don't do
I
that.
could do a mill
Or your
hill.
orca,
Because people know when you're doing stuff, and then they call, and
especially like when she does
Harass
collection
you.
calls all the time and on hold, you could be like,
yeah.
but don't look like a zombie like I did.
Okay, continue.
Okay, I wasn't gonna bring the shadow line up because I did so little. Because again, Thursday, Tuesday, this is a work project, and work has been crazy busy with that stupid moving the customers. That was horrible. Hi. So I just did these. I think I've already done. That's it.
You had done this little line before.
Yeah, that's it. That's all I have done. Because I just haven't had the time. But I do want to say that I am.
Turn it.
I am happy with my decision. Because I. Okay?
See, the sound was on.
Because when I finished this, I was gonna go here, but then I decided to do this. I'm happy with that because now I'm excited about doing this again. Whereas when I
Good.
finished that, I was like, I don't know if I want to do more of
I feel like
those.
it makes your counting more accurate too, because you could cross-reference all of this.
One would think, but I had to frog down here this morning.
Somehow I'm not surprised.
But I fixed it. So I think I'm gonna finish this one, and then I'll do that thing up here. And then I'll do like this square, like I'll move everything, and I'll do that square, and I'll do. You're not even looking.
I'm
pay
sorry, I
attention.
can see it peripherally.
So I'm gonna do these.
Yeah.
I gotta do that. Then I'm gonna do probably that square, and then these, and then that thing, and then these and this square, and this square, and that thing. You know what I mean?
This thing.
No, I said that thing, but so you know that way it's like chunks of.
Yeah.
This thingy that, this thingy that,
Yeah.
and
That way
then
it's not the same
yeah.
thing.
Then after that, it's like middle thingies and thingies.
Sounds like
Thingies.
lots of
It's a
thingies.
lot of thingies.
Cool.
Yeah,
Lots of thingies.
yeah. I'm growing on you people.
Just keep saying that.
Because Jen said, you know, your stuff's not really my taste, but I'm starting
That's
to get
true.
interested.
She
So
did.
You just watch long enough, and I'm gonna
The
get in
pointy
there and
finger's
infect
gonna
you.
like.
You're gonna be like, Chatelaine, lavender and lace. 80s projects. Ooh, 80s is gonna come back. I'm gonna single-handedly bring back the 80s. So over the weekend, at the cabin, I worked on Celtic Summer, which is lavender and lace.
And she yelled at all of us to not get close to it because it's worth more than our lives.
I even moved it at one point. Because, like, we're drinking cran apple, cran raspberry. Then we had a soup, like a goulashy soup, and then like a chicken enchilada soup. And everybody's putting everything
Hot
right next to
cocoa.
my lolly stand. Hot cocoa. I was like, so I finally just moved. I moved into the kitchen. I thought it was safer in the kitchen.
She's like, you guys can't hurt it. We can't replace any of it.
And at one point, Mike was off working on a different cabin because we helped him with his. And you don't know Tim, but that's okay. He's a nice guy. His wife just had a baby. I like babies. I get really distracted when I think about babies. Camel kept jumping off his stand onto the back of my chair when I was trying to stitch. So I'd move his back, I'd move his stand further away. Boom! And he'd land on me. That is a big bird.
He is a big bird.
He is a very large bird, and the cabin is small, so no matter how far I put him, he still comes back. He can flap enough, he can sort of roll his stand. So
he just flaps it closer and then jumps.
yeah. So I gave up at some point. But anyway, I should take that out so you don't see. Look, I'm showing you the pattern, I'm showing you the pattern. That's Selma. Thought maybe you'd say something, not just sit in silence. This is the one that need the needle paints for. Kyle doesn't watch us, but if he was, look Kyle, I have needle paints. Actually, you have that one too, so you don't care. La, 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 la. I don't know what that song is. It just popped into my head. There she
What
is.
you doing?
Except my needle just fell off. I mean, it didn't fall off, but it fell off the needle. Mine did. So, mostly what I did was down here.
Oh,
Just down here
you're
section. Some of that was there, but mostly that. I did do some in other places, but
Right.
there she is. And somebody on Instagram asked me about the fabric. I don't suspect that you're watching, and I answered you anyway, but just in case there was any question, it's sugar maple, and it is, I always want to say African violets, and I don't know where Africa comes from in my head. It's violets in the shade. They're not Africanized. They won't sting you like Africanized bees. I don't know why I get Africa in there. But sugar maple stopped making fabric, so you can't buy it. So it doesn't really help that I tell you what it is. And I don't know what count it is. But I'm sure I have something that says, and I'm sure I've said it before. I don't see it off the top of my face. Oh, there it is. It's 18 by 27.
Wow.
It's violets in the shade. It's Belfast, and I don't know what count
I'm
it
pretty
is.
sure we've been through this exact conversation before.
Yeah, I don't know. It's either 28 or 32, but I don't know. It doesn't actually
Ooh,
say.
really? That small?
Mm-hmm.
I was thinking more like 25. That doesn't look much smaller
Yeah,
than...
25 is sort of an odd thing. Like, you can get 25, like, easy grid and stuff, but
Really?
Just
That's
like
not normal otherwise?
20, maybe I'm wrong, but I don't see many people buying 25. It's usually
But
28
maybe
or 32.
28, I guess.
Like
It
my
just doesn't look any
Charlene
smaller than our haze.
It's 28 or 32. Yeah, it's a little smaller.
Okay.
So that's what I
so.
worked on. She's really pretty. Really pretty. I know.
At-all.
Say
I made
bye-bye.
sugar cookies yesterday. They were good.
She fed me one this morning, and then she's like, oh, by the way, they might be alcoholic.
We make our own vanilla, you know, which is like just vanilla beans and rum. And this one's been cooking for like a year.
Give us still someplace to.
So when you smell it, it smells almost exactly like vanilla extract, vanilla. But it has like a slight twinge of alcohol still in it. And then I told Jacob I needed like a teaspoon of it, but then he accidentally did like 2 tablespoons. So there's a lot of... It was good though. It's good.
It was
Good
good.
sugar
It
cookies.
was good. I wanted to show you guys my hat
I can't
just
believe
because.
you brought it.
Well, actually, it was with Deep Lagoon, so when I came in, I
Oh.
had it. She pulled it over the weekend because
It
there's
actually
not much
rocks.
light at the cabin.
I highly recommend
You
this
can
hat.
get probably not camouflage. My husband bought me this. I saw a purple one at Lowe's, but it's got little thingies. See, and you can turn on the light. It makes a big difference. Ooh.
And it's perfectly aimed at what you're working
It
on.
really is. It goes straight down. The problem I have is it's full of those round, like 2032 batteries. 2023? 2032, 2023.
No clue. Watch
I don't know.
batteries.
The round, kind of like a quarter.
Watch batteries.
If
But
you're not in
they-
the US, you're like, what's a quarter?
It's a watch battery.
It's like a really big watch battery, and it takes 4 of them. And so we were going through them kind of fast and so expensive, but then my husband found a Amazon link or something, and I'll link. He found some on Amazon, so now we get them in bulk, and now it's way cheaper. So now I want another hat. One for the house. Because in here, I use the lights that we use for filming are the same ones I use for stitching, and you can't see them, but they are shop lights, like on a stand. And if they're so bright, we can't even aim them this way. They're aimed against the wall. Same thing when I'm stitching, they're aiming at the wall. And it lights up the room enough to be able to stitch.
And it's not that annoying. Like, I was telling Mom that it's annoying to stitch, like, in my living room because I'm sitting on the sofa, right? And this is in front of me. But the light is in the center of the room because that's how they design rooms and houses. And so the light is actually coming this way. So really you can't see your project very well unless you have a light behind you.
Because it's like it's on the lottery stand and you're tilting it and it's here. But the light's there. So you're like, hello, light.
And
hello.
even when the light's behind you, your hand starts casting shadows and stuff. That's what's amazing about this light is that it diffuses the light so evenly. Like, we have no shadows really, so you can stitch pretty well without it.
So the hat looks really well because the little light's aimed down.
Yeah.
And then whatever you look at, people, animals, patterns, whatever.
Yeah. Gets the light.
It gets the light.
It's much better than those neck lights or...
If I work on Deep Lagoon, that's what I have to wear at the house because even the lights in the living room aren't bright enough.
Nah.
Light, TV,
Your house is
everything.
dark.
Yeah. It's not. It's just... He likes...
No, your house is dark.
He likes, like, ambiance. So he likes dull lighting. Like, you can't see. Which, I mean,
lighting.
if we have guests and stuff, it makes the house look way better if you can't tell. Like, you know, that Alyssa spilled water and we rubbed it in. Okay, we have to figure out what I'm going to stitch this weekend.
Okay.
Assuming that I stitch this weekend. Don't get too excited. Tiny apple.
Where is it?
Tiny decisions. There you are.
You need to rotate.
Are you going to
way
poke
towards
it?
me.
You
Yeah,
have the pretty
pokey
nails.
this
You
time.
poke. Did you do bad things?
No, I was saying
Are you
yay.
making people dizzy?
Yes. Okay.
Spinny, spinny. Do you have a preference?
Christmas. That's
Do you
what
have
I want.
a
I want
preference?
Christmas.
Oh.
Is that your summer
That's
again?
the same one. The same one I just took.
What are the chances?
I mean, I like it. I like it a lot. But, I mean,
But it's not Christmas.
I really want to work on my unicorn. Although I do
your
also want to
unicorn.
work on Christmas sentiments because people are finishing it. Christine,
Yeah.
sorry.
I kind of feel like you
Christine
should have made an
finished it.
exception for like this is
No.
holiday. Maybe in December.
Well, okay,
Maybe
she
December
lied
you
to me.
should do it.
Christine, I don't know if you still watch me, but you lied. Because you said in the beginning, oh, you know, we're going to start the stitch along, and it'll take forever to stitch it, so you just join in whenever. You know, it'll probably be sometime next year. And then you finished it in like, what, 2 weeks, 3 weeks?
That is true.
Yeah, I haven't picked it up since the November 1st when you started it. Because it hasn't spunnied. No spinny.
Maybe in December you should work on it every weekend because it's a holiday.
No.
I think you should.
No.
I think you should.
No. When I mentioned to Dad last night, I was getting out of the shower and I said I was sad about that fairy tale bookshelf because I don't have a life expectancy long enough to be able to stitch such big projects. And he said, well, have Alyssa stitch it. I laughed and I laughed. I picked myself back up off the floor. I laughed some more. And I said, she doesn't have time to stitch now.
Yeah.
And then he's like, well, what if she stitches half and you stitch half? You just split it. And I was like, yeah, and then sew it back together?
No, but if it was big enough, it would be kind of cool to sit on the sofa side by side and each be working on a separate corner.
It's big enough.
You could just do 2 different Q snaps.
Because it's...
I would 100% do that with you.
Fabric's like 36 by 45, something like that. So you're
So
talking like
3
3
by 4
feet.
feet.
It's basically 3 foot by 4 foot. So you technically could.
That would be fun. I would 100% do that.
There might be a copyright. Well, I mean, you can have a working copy. Is that a copyright violation? I mean, if you only had it on your pattern keeper to work on the other half of mine,
I don't
Is
know
that
if
a
it, I don't know
copyright
if it matters per work or if it's per person working on the work.
Yeah, that's what I'm confused.
I think it's per work. Like, why
Don't
couldn't
know.
you have other people helping you?
Any copyright people out there?
I mean, it's not like someone's gonna bust down our door anyways, but...
Well, no, but I don't want to be dishonest. I mean, it's not like we would buy 2 of them because you don't want to.
And we would only
She's
end
not
up with
losing
one.
money. Yeah.
We would only end up with one.
And you're not going to sell it. I'm
Yeah.
not going to sell it. It's PDF. I mean,
Interesting
if I bought it, I
quandary.
didn't buy it. But that is
How cute
odd.
we could retire together and just
That's
stitch
why
side
I
by
had you
side.
so young, so you could be my bestie when
we did the
when
math. We could
know.
both be retired at the same time and both be alive.
I was 20 when I had it. I had just turned 20. I was 19, and then I was 20.
Wow.
No, but
Counting, Mom.
I turned 20 on February 18th, and you were born sometime in March. March 27th, right?
Yeah.
Right?
You know.
Right?
Don't even act like you don't know. Now asking Dad.
So I had just barely turned 20.
Yeah.
So the math is really easy. There's 20 years between us, but
So when I'm 60, you'd be 80.
yeah, that's
But I plan on kind of just being a housewife, so like, when my kids are out, then I'm retired. Done stamp.
I plan on robbing banks, so I'm not gonna work anymore. That's not true. There's gonna be some bank robbed around here, and everyone's gonna think
35 years from now, they're gonna look back at this episode and be like, she planned it.
Wasn't me. I think that's about it. But I just wanted to mention that COPPA thing, that federal trade thing.
Oh.
And people are all upset with
Child
with YouTube.
Advertising Protection
Yeah.
Act. I bet that's what it is.
Not advertising, because that'd
Oh.
be CAPA.
Yeah, I thought that's what you
COPPA,
said.
I think. COPPA.
Oh,
Like I'm gonna steal the COPPA out of that.
Why that? Why is that what goes through my... I'm so happy because that sounded right. Okay.
I think they're close. Child.
Who knows what OPP is?
Child.
Operations.
OPP. You don't know that song, do you?
No.
Down with OPP.
Like, what's OPP?
I don't remember.
That's probably really bad, Mom. Don't start rapping things you don't
Maybe I
know.
should look that up.
Down with the OPP. Like, that's like, come on, old person
Somebody has to be
parties.
old enough to know what that is.
You don't-
Down with OPP. Oh no, OPP. See, lyrics. It's a song.
Scared. Naughty by
Down with
nature.
OPP. Yeah, you know me. Who's down with OPP? And
But
that's
what's
OPP?
OPP?
I don't know.
Don't sing things you don't know.
It's a song by American rap group Naughty by Nature. Down with OPP was a popular catchphrase in the U.S. in the early 1990s.
It is an acronym that refers to sexual infidelity,
Oh.
meaning
Oh, I see.
other people's. What did I tell you about not rapping things you don't know what it means?
You might want to Google that because I'm not going to say it. Although, what I was leading to...
I don't care what you. If you don't know what it means, don't sing it. I'm so scared of what you do when I'm not here. You're just singing stuff to people. You're like, I don't know what it means, but it's fine. Ow.
COPPA is that YouTube thing where, like...
Oh, back to
Yes.
the actual subject.
Yeah, but that's actually kind of all intertwines the badness of that.
My nail really hurts. I jabbed it against my leg. I'm
Poor
sorry
leg.
for yelling at
Poor
you.
nail. You're not.
It was karma.
Basically, YouTube got a huge in trouble problem. They got in trouble. They got a timeout because they were collecting data from kids 13 and under, and it's because parents were letting the kids watch on like the parents' YouTube account.
Because if you have a kid's account, it doesn't do that.
Yeah, with the kids' accounts, you can't search. There's no comments. Like there's a lot of things. So rather than having the parents take responsibility, just my opinion, they put it on YouTube, and YouTube's like, we're not dealing with that, so they put it on the creators. So any of us that make any kind of YouTube, FlossTube, CraftTube, BookTube, I'm just making stuff up, I don't know what kind of tubes there are. They want us to declare whether or not we are developing
Stuff
content
kids.
for kids. And I don't think we are. And the fine if you are caught doing it is like
Especially not if
$42,000
you're
for the
singing.
video. Yeah. So I'm not worried because, I mean, who's thought, oh, cross stitching is for children. No, everybody says that's old grandma stuff. So I'm not like. Plus, we're not monetized, so it doesn't matter.
It doesn't affect us.
But I was joking with Alyssa that all we have to do is just throw in a bad word every once in a while, and that would be proof we weren't
Marketing to kids.
So now I can go back to rapping down with OPP. If you just Google and see what that means, you'll see why that's
we're just not
offensive.
dirty people, but like, yeah, referencing it.
So there you go.
Adult show.
This episode we're not going to get fined for because I said bad things. I sang bad
rapped
things.
bad
I
things.
rapped bad things.
I'm so proud.
You know what's really bad with rapping? My Christmas present rapping.
I'm not looking forward to that. I haven't wrapped anything yet.
But for Christmas, and she'll vouch for this, when I'm in a good mood and I'm wrapping
presents ever.
rather than putting like a name tag on it, I just use a Sharpie and I write like the person's name on the wrapping paper, but then I also write things like...
And it can be anything. It can be like thought bubbles for like characters that are on the wrapping paper. It can be like, I'm really hungry. This is the 12th present I've wrapped. No one is in here helping me anymore. Please help. Send food. I'm done. I will not wrap another one. And then like the next present says, okay, I wrapped one more, but now I'm going to go eat. Like, I legit, my senior year, saved all of the wrappings and then put it in a scrapbook because they were funny.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, my senior scrapbook. I have a bunch of your...
Do you still have it or did you burn it?
No, I have it somewhere, but it kind of melted in my car. Like the scrapbook.
She burned it.
It kind of melted. It's
It
hot
melted.
here.
I don't know what happened.
It's somewhere. I have it still
Whatever.
somewhere. They're really funny. She does a great job.
Thank you.
I strive to be as funny as her one day.
I think you're funny.
You see that, but I disagree. Okay. Truly, have a great Thanksgiving.
If you're in the
This
US,
should be up before
have
Thanksgiving.
an amazing
Yeah.
Thanksgiving.
And if you're not, I think I mentioned it in the description of the last video, but you should just eat great food anyways.
You should.
Even if it's not Thanksgiving, just have like a really nice family meal this weekend. Or week.
You don't even have to cook it.
No.
I host, so I have to do all the cooking and cleaning. That's what tomorrow is. Cleaning and grocery shopping. She's gonna work while I do it. Shh. Bye.
Goodbye, guys.
We need a catchphrase.
And I'll see you around the bend.
Okay.
Nobody will get that. No one has seen
Okay.
my other videos.
My husband, her father, he has a YouTube site. It is Quarter Scale Legends.
Tell them now
Because-
they can look me up.
His other hobby, like stitching is his hobby now. No, his hobby
He doesn't.
in the past, he
Yeah.
doesn't do much with it now, has been Quarter Scale remote control cars. And I know you don't know what that is. And if you did, you'd be like, whoa, that's your husband? Because only 12 people know what that is.
No. Well, believe it or not, we have been recognized out in public before as Mike Casey and Alyssa from Quarter Scale Legend videos. I mean, I'm just saying.
And you have more views on...
That is true. I have another channel that is more successful.
Anyway, not that difficult. She stars in these videos. I got credit for writing the last one,
Yeah.
but she stars in it. I supervise. I direct.
She tells us
does
when we
the
have stupid
filming
ideas.
and stuff, which is often. And but her little catchphrase thing at the end of everyone is "I'll see you around,"
And then I
she
spin.
Her hair flings the bend.
I came up with that.
You
It was
did.
pretty impressive. People
Yeah.
like know it. and
Yeah, but
stuff.
you know, if you look back at the first episode, she was what, 12?
I think I was 13.
And
14.
now she's 23,
Yeah.
and she's still spinning around the
And I'm
bend.
still not good at it. We have to do that take 8 times because I fall every time. It's like stumble up the bend. It's like, nah, you gotta like, I was in ballet. You would not believe that from watching my Around the Bend, but I was. We're gonna say goodbye on the count of 3. Ready?
Okay.
1, 2, 3.